All right, are you ready for another interview today? Another conversation, shall we? All right, ladies and gentlemen, can we make some noise for the one and only Mr. Mark McCann, please? Grab a seat, Mark. Welcome to Shelsley Walsh, right here in Worcester. The hill climb, have you partaken?
Yeah, I've done sort of 2 runs early in the very, very wet, which was entertaining.
What's it like? Is it a little bit dangerous for you? Or I mean, obviously you're an amazing driver.
Yeah.
So
No, it's like exciting. So, but like, yeah, it makes you laugh when you go sideways, but there's not a lot of room. So,
yeah.
Also a little bit worried about smashing it up, and I don't want to be that person. So, yeah, but hopefully now it's a bit dry, it'll be a lot more fun.
For sure. So now that is dry, you're going to go up again?
Yeah, as soon as we finished, I sort of have another go. Yeah.
And what are you doing it
in? I've got that Rivalto now, the new Rivalto. So I've only had it 2 days. So I'm running it in today.
What up, Neil?
That's a great way to break it in. So we did the last rally together in Europe, and I got to say, you had probably the dirtiest car on the rally. Like, it's just like you didn't care about keeping it clean. You were just about getting that 3,000 miles in. How was your rally last year?
It was like nothing that I expected. Like, I had no idea. Sort of from the outside, I thought it was going to be this, like, you drive around a bit, have some dinner, have a chat, and it's like an endurance race, isn't it? It's like, it was. What made it so special is how hard it was, which, like, we weren't curing cancer, but like the achievement when we did finish was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
it's an endurance.
It's like, I had no idea. Like, I was so tired and so hungry and so we had an amazing time, me and Jane, but it was nothing like, you just expect that it's going to be this big party, but you know, you're so tired. But it was brilliant, amazing.
Mark, so you're known for your videos online on YouTube and exposing a lot of the car world, especially like your videos on Porsches and how you need to build up clout with the dealerships and stuff like that. Are you getting a lot of flack back from that?
Only from Porsche.
Really?
Like,
are you blacklisted?
No, I don't care. There was...
it's Mark's world and we're just living in it, right?
I don't, like, if any, like the Porsche thing, it's obviously, as you've seen, it's just ridiculous. And if you're not willing to play the game, which I'm not, I don't really care anyway. So the people who are willing to play the game, good luck to them. But it's a mad world. The whole stealing cars, like, they weren't very happy, and they sent me a solicitor's letter, and it's ridiculous. Like, everything we tell, we are so careful that it's truthful. So we make sure our facts are right, we make sure it's all perfect, and it's a lot of fun because, like, the viewers watch it hopefully and learn, and we learn as well. Like, it's exciting for us because we start off with a subject we know nothing, and then we sort of like go through the whole subject and find out that we've got a really, like, I don't know if they're here now, but we started doing a bit with the police as well, which has been really good. So they've let me in the back of a police car, which was, so we're going, but this is like real, like, life police. This isn't sort of like we're on the full-on proper 999 call jobs on the motorways and stuff. So so it's exciting content, which is brilliant.
Speaking of the police, obviously certain drivers and police are natural enemies, right? You're here with the traffic police today. Why is it important for you to try to mend or build that relationship?
Yeah, it's. Do you know what? I hope he's not here. Yeah, he's here. He's a great guy.
Oh, the speakers are facing that way. The speakers are facing that way.
Historically, I've never sort of had a great experience with the police, and I'm sure a lot of people have been in the same situation where, you know, something goes wrong, your house gets burgled, they don't catch the criminals, and you know, you get a speeding ticket, and obviously you only catch the bad sides of the police. And I've got to know the guys like the last few weeks, and I get it now a little bit. You know, it's like how Scott explained it to me. I've been so lucky to be in that situation. They basically came to us, and they want to sort of bridge that gap, which obviously a lot of people have lost faith. And we all know why, because it's so difficult because they've got not enough people and too many crimes, and that's how it is. But to like what I've seen is they really, Scott especially and Mark here today, they just don't want to see people dead.
Mm-hmm.
And they really, when they do stop us all for speeding or seat belts or whatever it is, it's because they've had to go to that crash where they've had to see that body. So, and I get it a lot more now.
Sure.
And they're just normal people.
So having this relationship now with the traffic police, is there any advice that you'd give to drivers who are still quite adamant and against, meeting up with these guys or being stopped by them?
Because you know both worlds.
Yeah, definitely. No, just go faster, then they can't catch you. Just go fast as you can, they never catch you. Not in that Audi A6. That's
a joke, by the way.
We all make your own decisions, don't you? And sort of, we've just done that one on drug driving, and that was an amazing subject. How. And the reason we did that one is because there's so many people who enjoy the drugs, whether it's legal or not, or whether you want to do it. That's your choice. You can do what you want. But a lot of people are getting in cars not knowing they're over the influence or over the limit. And I don't want to see people get injured, and I don't want to see people lose their license.
Sure.
And they've been fantastic. Like, I'm sure that everybody here, if you have seen the video, like you have a drink, not to drink that day. And then the next morning try and keep out the car. By the next night you're fine. With drugs it's totally different. So people are getting in the back of the car and they're getting done, and they honestly have no idea that they're in an illegal position. So hopefully now, you've got that information. Use it as you will. If you still get done and you still get in the car, that's up to you. But hopefully now less people lose their license.
You're right, it's saving lives, Mark.
Yeah, well, I'm just trying to get diplomatic immunity. Sure. I keep on telling them if I get done for speeding now, surely I can get off.
Speaking of which, have you got any points on your license? Have you ever lost your license? Have you ever been
on a bit of a personal question, right?
Line?
Insurance might be weird.
As drivers, we all know how much it's important to keep holding your points, right?
I've just got a lot of aliases.
Mark, you've built up a huge following online and you've got loads of subscribers. Like, when you were starting out, how did you manage to even get the ball rolling? Because to work in the car world, you probably need a little bit of money, or you need to have a nice car to get the first few people watching and then them to share. So how did you start out?
Yeah, I did a TV program I used to race buggies, and I was teaching a guy called Joel Dommett, the comedian.
The comedian, yeah.
Yeah, and then I met a guy called Ryan Taylor, and then sort of from that he lived close by and we did some content, and I didn't think any would be interested in my life. And it blows my mind that people are now, and sort of to meet everybody. And where YouTube is really special is it brings us like I'm sat here today, which is mad, and meeting people like I've met, like meeting all the other influencers. It's just a mad world, and the places it's took me. I was at Goodwood and I had Travis Pastrana, like my childhood hero, in the car behind us, Mark from Redditch and Travis Pastrana like next to me, which is just, the doors and the place it takes you is amazing. YouTube's very special.
So are your plans for having a dry run up the hill now, Scarpard?
Yeah. Traction off now, definitely traction off.
Mark, what's the plan for the future? What other videos have you got planned? Like you seem to be doing videos that are just enlightening the public about what's going on with car theft, what's going on with dealerships. What else are you trying to expose? Let's know.
No, like those videos are real cool, but they're very difficult to do. So it's very difficult to sort of find subjects which people don't know about. But we're going to do. Look how popular I'm getting. You're a bit late, but we've got like the Rivalto, which we've been looking forward to. Finding the subjects is really hard, and that's something which me, Reese and Matt and my family, we work really hard to try and, because I've got a full-time job as well, so YouTube is only sort of like in the evenings and at the weekends, so that makes it difficult. But honestly, we haven't got a clue. We wing it. Like, I don't know what we're doing next week. I don't know what we're doing tomorrow.
Do you know what you're doing in September? Are you a part of the 25th annual Gumball Rally?
Unfortunately not. Unfortunately not.
Really?
Yeah.
You were such a hit on the last one.
I'll be honest, it's just cost.
Yeah.
There's nothing else. But if I could afford to do that rally, I would do it every single year of my life. It's the most amazing experience I've ever had. But
you're manifesting it now, man.
yeah, like if everyone would pay £1 towards, we need to find a few people. We'll do a GoFundMe. I don't think that's going to work. But I'd love to do it all the time because it's an extremely special thing to do.
Sure.
The power, like Gumball, when you get to London and you see that crowd, and then you get to see it in Montenegro or wherever we were, like all over the world, people follow that brand. It is just what Max has made is just crazy, and being a part of it was amazingly special, and I hope to do it again one day. But yeah, it was just a massive chunk.
All right, let me just text Max now and just let him
see if he can do a quarter price.
Yeah, we'll sort it out. Don't worry about it.
We'll talk to the powers that be. Mark, now that we got everyone here listening to you, do you want to take a couple of questions from the public?
Yeah, cool.
Is anybody want to ask Mark a question?
Please, somebody ask one.
Come on. Anyone? Don't be all shy now. Anyone want to ask a question? Come up here, my friend. What's your name, my man? We've got Sam here.
Have you got any plans with Ken Block's Fiesta?
Yeah, at the minute it doesn't work. So first job is to get it working. I don't know what. Yeah, I think I really wanted to take it to Goodwood again, but I didn't get invited, so I'm not taking it there this year. It's so that car's so precious, and you got to be really respectful to use it, but then not damage it. Probably, hopefully, Goodwood next year, and probably Auto Sports Show this year. But yeah, amazing car. Gives me goosebumps even now when I see it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great question. Any other questions here for Mark?
We've got Nat here.
Hi, Mark. So, obviously, how you use your other cars, like your Aventador and your Hurricane, you like to use and abuse them and really get some good use out of them. What is the plans with the Rev Welto and the content that you're going to produce with that?
Yeah, like with the car thing, like obviously I try not to damage anything, obviously, but I really enjoy from racing and stuff, like sort of seeing how far the cars and how strong they are and really drive them like the best I can. And the Revelto, I tell you what, it's a very complicated thing. It's unbelievable. Like you don't just get in it and drive it. There's like you have to recharge the battery and like this powertrain. It's really bizarre, but we got a good video. Yeah, so basically we took it from the dealership, got it out of the trailer, and I've always wanted to do it. The very first meter was a launch start, so put it straight into launch, did a launch start. So that comes out a week Tuesday. So yeah, just not use and abuse it, but use it to its full capabilities.
Good, that's what we like to see. Thank
you.
One more question for Mark? Go on. Last question. It's a good one. You better be. You talked yourself up here, bro.
Like, you know, we're here racing up the hill. You got a track. You're back gardening. Are you making an event for us all to come and have a look, have a go?
You're basically inviting yourself round tears.
Yeah, and everybody else.
Do you know what? Like, I wish I could, and unfortunately the council don't like me either. So I have a few issues there, because I would absolutely I'd love everyone to have a go in my car. I'd love everyone to come to the track. I'd love everyone to experience it. But doors keep getting closed, so I wish I could.
You don't want us round.
No.
It's always council. I believe him.
Amazing. Well, guys, thank you very much for joining us today. Can we make some noise
for
the legend that is Mark McCann, please?
We don't want a polite ripple of applause. We want some cheering, man. We got a local legend, man.